moment I understood the weakness of my flesh. It disgusted me. I craved the strength and certainty of steel. I aspired to the purity of the blessed machine. Your kind cling to your flesh, as if it will not decay and fail you. One day the crude biomass that you call the temple will wither, and you will beg my kind to save you. But I am already saved. For the machine is immortal. Even in death, I serve the Omnisire.
Hey, I am Dalton with Donkey Lift, and this is me playing through Mechanicus. It has been a while since I've played, so start up a new game. The 41st millennium, a time of darkness and war. The Imperium of Man claims the whole galaxy in the name of the God Emperor. It fights an endless war against Xeno from without, heretics from within, and supernatural horrors from beyond. Alongside the Imperium's war fleets serve the Adeptus Mechanicus. They are the tech priests of Mar, guardians and reclaimers of humanity's technology, ever searching for remnants of knowledge from its glorious past, exploring the depths of the galaxy for worlds long lost to mankind. In the name of their machine god, they manufacture the Imperial war machines within gigantic foundries known as Forge. Gradually, the tech priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus shed their human weaknesses, replacing their limbs and organs with machinery that is both stronger and spiritually pure. Their leaders, the inscrutable Magi, protect the Forge worlds and explore the furthest corners of the galaxy with their cohorts of Skitarii troops. Guess I should also go on. I do play a good bit of the tabletop. I dabble in the lore a bit, and if you all have any questions about anything that goes on with 40k, the Mechanicus, or anything that goes on in the game, just put it down in the comments, and I will try to answer any questions that you all may have. Click. Is a time of warfare, tragedy, and portents of doom. Across this benighted galaxy, the Adeptus Mechanicus are one of mankind's last defenses. It's a new dark age. Or perhaps they will be the ones to hasten its dawn. Britus. An echo in the noosphere, Megos, an old transmission lost in the warp and recovered only now. Worthy of our attention. Great divide torments the galaxy. The resources of the Adeptus Mechanicus are stretched thin. We are weaker than ever, though the Imperium at large knows it not. This represents an unknown but possible key to victory. An opportunity to research, perhaps avert the ill fate that has befallen us. The transmission origin is Silva Tenebris, part of the Amissus Solaris within Ultima Segmentum. Search the rolls written. Gather them. 4 months later. Assessing Magos. Okay, that was quick. Resek. Whoever finds this transmission and follows me here, give thanks that you will see what I have seen. But be wary, my fellow seekers of knowledge. Whatever lies beneath this world, I fear. I hope. I have woken it. I came to this world to investigate its ruins, but I found so much more. Terrors, yes, threats to body and soul. By the Omnissiah, I found such wonders. This is the last transmission of Magos Resek. He vanished while on exploratory mission to investigate xenostructures on Silva Tenebris.
Hypothesis, he found something.
Our mission on this world is to ascertain any Xenos presence and find it, eliminate it as a threat to the Imperium. The opening of the Great Divide means we can call on no additional support. We must achieve this with the troops and resources we bring with us.
Benefit analysis. Peace for sector. Knowledge for mankind. Potential. Opportunity.
Opportunity to destroy the works of the Xenos Skyvola, not appropriate them. The Mascuran manuscripts, verse 619. What the enemy built, let it be made asunder, for to us it will be as a house of sand and knives.
Megai. We are approaching the target coordinates.
Speaking with Kestis Metallica, requesting warp travel state. For any of you who don't know, warp travel is basically they cut a hole in reality and take a shortcut through hell to wherever they need to go. So, yeah, everything going wrong is because they're exiting the Imperium, leaving hell. Nation, Eastern Fringe, and in Silva Tenebris. Coordinates. That's a lot of numbers.
There she is. Temperate climate, atmosphere standard, breathable. Muscatari troops should be able to operate down there without trouble.
Are they ready to make landfall?
As soon as we're in stable orbit, Magos. Administratum records indicate a single colony, St. Eckhart's Hope, on the surface near the Xenos ruins. No contact recorded in 2 centuries. Colony presumed failed.
Skitarii I will deploy to the surface near the ruins along with a team of tech priests under my direct command. I shall monitor them from the command throne on board. Servoskull Retitus will serve as my eyes on the surface. We make landfall at once.
Yes, Magos. I'll set up a forward command post. Resek's transmission looked like it came from underground. We'll secure any entrances to an underground structure so your tech priests can begin the exploration.
Right. First mission in the tutorial. Agrolek sector located. This tomb reeks of stale, dusty antiquity. Its once stern architecture is littered with debris and tarnished with the patina of age. Here and there, fissures in the structure cast feeble light, cracked and tarnished metal. The tomb was once brutalist and oppressive, if designed to crush the spirits of its inhabitant. It is no less intimidating now, but instead of evoking a merciless guiding intelligence, it speaks only of decline and death. This place seems abandoned at first glance, As exploratory troops moved through its hushed corridor, ancient dust stirs and something long dead begins to take on a facsimile of life. Right. We'll be fighting some skelly boys.
Going by our fragmentary information, it looks like a buried tomb structure.
Then the sword of the Omnissiah is ready to fall. We deploy immediately.
Let the secrets of this world equal 0.
I counsel caution, Magos, Faustinius. Our purpose should be here to destroy. Our purpose should be here to destroy the threat of the alien, not to bask in its blasphemy. Aphorisms of the Logic Saints 7.91. In the presence of the Xenos lies the invisible miasma of corruption. Destruction is not possible from orbit, Vidix. The structure is too deeply buried. Scaevola, I have no intention of plundering whatever trinkets I find from this place.
Alright.
And so, a lot of that, Mechanicus, politics. So, Scaevola is, from, I believe Scaevola's from Metallica. And, no, it's not Metallica. I can't remember off the top of my head. But, Scaevola is basically from a sect that, just pays lip service to, oh, hey, no, we're absolutely not, just, advancing technology and everything. We're just taking a look at stuff. It's fine. We were looking for weaknesses and enemy stuff. Just silly little guys. And then the other one, Videx, he's very much a word believer of a machine cult, and that means anything alien, immediately destroyed. Can't look at it, it will corrupt you in your mind to do things that are against the teachings, which is basically. And 2, don't make anything new. Everything made that is good has already been made, and we just need to find the blueprints from it. But yeah. Kepra.
The explorator unit of the tech priests is inside the tomb and ready to proceed, Magos. No telling what we will find. My men will hold the perimeter in case of the unexpected.
It would be folly to commit our whole manpower to the unknown, especially when the potential of blah 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 blah. Especially when the potential of a moral threat exists that the Skitarii are less able to withstand.
I have the greatest respect for my Skitarii, but they are still far from the ascension that a tech priest affords.
I agree, Subdomina. I shall lead the mission in person from the command throw. Servo Skullreditus shall be my eyes and ears on the ground. Omnissiah be praised. Going in.
Okay, so this is just tutorial nonsense. Adeptus Mechanicus, curious breed, blah 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 blah. In the tutorial, blah 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 validate. Okay, let's go. Oh, and our team right here, we have tech priests, which are technological priests. They replace, fleshy bits with mechanical bits because certainty of steel, much stronger, so cool. And then there are servitors, which are, in best case scenario, bat-grown clones made into cyborgs to basically be robots. Worst case scenario, just an innocent person they rounded up off the street. Most cases, probably a criminal. Okay. First room explored.
Xenos hieroglyphs. I know of them.
There are my undoers, Necrons, mysterious, ill-researched, corruptive. This could be a rare sample of Necron language, Megos. We have barely any knowledge of it. Collecting data from this obelisk would move our understanding of the language ahead for the first time in centuries.
This is the work of the alien Megos. Codex Fulminatus 83.12. Show caution and scorn in all things.
More tutorial stuff. Dante. Alright, so we have a choice to make. Ahead is an obelisk-like object covered in what can only be described as hieroglyphic symbols. Almost reaches the tall ceiling of this chamber. Scrutinize, where we examine it. Secure or scourge? Secure. First thing to do is check for dangers. We're detecting a massive energy spike from inside the tomb. I think the Omnisci known was close enough to be hit by the radiation, but something's happening in there. Something huge. What voice should I give Ro?
Noctilith source detected, also known as Blackstone Request Collection Immediate.
150 Blackstone. Cohort searches the chambers adjoining the obelisk location. They find a few pieces of wreckage from exotic materials and are gathering them when the obelisk suddenly splits open, bathing its chamber in radiation. It appears there is also something inside the obelisk. Hey, keep moving. No? Whole lot of nothing in there, and first combat coming up. Alright. Necrons. Rezek did encounter them after all. No wonder he didn't make it off this planet. Every datum we have says that they are as deadly as they are inhuman. Cohort encounters resistance in the form of Xenos constructs. Not flesh and blood creatures, but artificial bodies that move with precision and coordination. They're aliens. They gotta be murderated. Let's go ahead and crusade. The aggressive stance of the tech priests ensures they will not be outmaneuvered, but risks their running headlong into the fire of the enemy. Yeah, but that's what the servitors are for. Soak up fire. Xenos form detected.
Confirmed. Mechanicus cogitators now function for synthetic forms.
Overwhelming excitement. Finally, we can study this standard construct. Necron warrior. Weak spots detected. None. Equals concerning.
I wonder about the symbols emblazoned on their torsos. It must... Don't underestimate. Ghost weaponry. Highly volatile. This is true. I've heard our brothers and sisters of the Mechanicus have lost their lives trying to solve the mysteries of these Xenos weapons. Approach with caution.
It is also double-checking agitators, widely known that they will self-repair, reanimate, or reconstruct themselves if left the time to do so. Wounds that would instantly kill a Skitarii are the equivalent of a Class C graze to Necrons.
Right.
Kill all enemies. Yeah, validate, fight, whatever. Where are all the servitors? You have a gun, and an axe.
Move together and focus fire. Yes, I've gathered a cogitation. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah. Tutorial stuff. Okay. Fire. Yes, don't know how much damage. I will. It's been a while. I forgot how much, you know, is very good for first play, but very frustrating. Already basically this. That is a lot longer range than I thought it would be. Okay, yeah, my weapons. That was the plan. This one. Dead. Okay. Yeah, statistics are, it's dead. Background's assembled, blah, blah, blah. Let me move. That point. Up. He had melee and if you all don't know, this is because the melee attack doesn't have any speed cost to it. And as soon as the warrior tries to move away from me, I'll get an attack of opportunity. Okay. Oh, no, yeah. Get my servitors now. Oh, I forgot it. Let's go ahead and... I can't do click on something and move to the closest spot to hit it. I have to do it first. Ooh. Victory! No threats remaining. All Xenos life forms purged. Okay. Tutorial stuff. And if you all are wondering, well, why are you complaining about all this tutorial stuff? If you're going to go ahead and do, it's the story to start the whole thing. Gives extra stuff, makes you feel extra angry at a certain Necron. It's a very good starting point for the game if you're going to play it for the story, which is really the. So, to answer the question, I'm complaining about the tutorial because I know all the stuff, but I'm doing it because the story's so good. Hypothesis, formulation, sarcophagi, coffins, burial places, structural purpose, designation, doom. In the chambers ahead are several groups of structures, like upright coffins of an unknown material. Yeah, let's snoop around. Let's be nosy little cogboys. They're waking up. The cohort examines the sarcophagi and note that each indeed contains a Necron war form. It's a heavily armored exterior. They are drawing power from somewhere. Okay. After exploring the chamber for several minutes, tile underfoot clicks. The sound of whirring energy builds up around your a omnispec scan reveals you're surrounded on all sides by Xenos life form. Cool. Ambush. Ooh, and I start with CP so I can actually bring in some of my meat shields. And by some, I mean all. And everything else. Whatever. Okay. Rush forward, my meat shields. Oh, and one thing about the servitors, they are literally meant to be meat shields. Every time they get hit, you gain a CP. It is just the most efficient thing to immediately have them down and start taking hits. Means your tech priests don't get hit and you gain all the points because it usually takes more than one hit to bring down these guys. Oh, I forgot that his servo skull doesn't take all this stuff. Yeah. Down here. The other guy with the axe needs to be able to sprint up anyway. Formation. Move over again. So Mike. Ooh, critical hit. When I'm attacking, he's probably going to die pretty quickly, so I'm just going to keep an eye on both of the other ones. Pretty much, not too bad. An opportunity attack! Yay! Whack! Perfect. For all of my lobotomized little dudes, just, start swarming the last Necron. See, I can get him killed before that. I was hoping before that. What are those? Opportunity equals knowledge. Gather. Must obtain. Required. Scarabs detected. Source data surfacing. No. Life forms detected. Area safe. Continue forward. Mechanicus, verify your cogitators, then tell me what surfaced from Makos Raysak's cogitators. Scarabs of an unknown Xenos race. Biology, synthetic, possible artificial intelligence. Once specimens gathered, AI theory. Weeks of studies show that there are many variants of Scarab, each with their own roles within the Xenos economy and architecture. Able to build and deconstruct anything they encounter, they're able to repair other units within their species with lightning speed. Be warned, they're deadly in large swarm. It appears the machine spirit is with us. We've been able to access some more of Resak's data that we thought was corrupt. It must be due to us recording the Xenos forms that the machine spirit has blessed us with access to these cogitator records. Unsure why he would lock this under a synthetic proximity encryption. Scares. Whack.
That doesn't look like it did. Oh well. Let's go ahead and build vegetation points.
Start blasting.
Not quite one shot. Up. Fire. And...
Just sprinting around like a crazy person. Oh, yes. EED. Dead. Whack.
I was expecting that to be more damage. The return? One? Where does that have a... Nope, well, it's dead. Doesn't matter. Don't need to continue thinking about it if they're all dead.
Threats remaining.
Treat.
All Xenos life forms purged.
Alright, the last room. In accordance to the mission, it's the last room for the mission, blah 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 blah. Negative signs of hostile forces. Seeking permission to proceed with data collection protocols.
Confirmed. Permission authorized.
Acknowledged, Magos. Protocol begins. What is primary focus, sire?
Knowledge of Necron forces, numbers, defenses, locations, any form of data on how many remain on this rock. Secondary. Source the purpose of this tomb, why it was built.
Interface devices all but eroded. There is one device that may hold answers, but Necron data looms are incomprehensible to Imperial Archaeotech. This may take a while. Idea, Magos. If I may take host of this priest, I could be of assistance.
Approved.
Noospheric interface complete. Hard to decipher purpose. List of suggestions, Magos. Deconstruct device. Activate switch mechanisms. Learn Necron language. And return later. What will it be, sire?
Always so meticulous with your lists, Tech Acquisitor. Engage on Xenos mechanisms, although I detest to do so. The promises of the rewards are too great to ignore. Having to lower ourselves to the Xenos learnings may be the way to reach the Archaeotech seek.
Protocol updated. Confusion. Noospheric interference.
Disconnect at once.
Reset. Noospheric disconnect complete. Possible scrap code. Will fragment now. Fragmenting. Sire, we have unfavorable issue to deal with. Requesting Dominus input. Fragmenting.
Explain.
As Tech Acquisitor Scaevola left suddenly, my cogitators glitched. Augmentations entered sporadic reaction protocols and have fried vital sign regitories. Unclear of full damage report. Necron device is now activated, sire. Fragmenting. Fragmenting. Fragmenting.
Remove yourself from the noosphere, Scavola. Mechanicus, report.
The tomb is waking, sire. Reports from Skitarii cohorts across the planet note that tremors vex their locals. We've lost contact with the Skitarii that were covering the entrance to this tomb. We can hear noises of approaching forces.
Improve protection protocols, load weapons, and ready for what is to come. We must face the Xenos.
I wake with the turning of aeons. Stars yet burn, life yet blossoms. Is it truly time?
Also, I will not be voicing any of the Necrons since they already say things, and I'm also going to go with the excuse that I only voice the good guys, and Cogboys are the goodest of boys.
Thrones of Mars, what was that?
An omnilinguistic transmission, Magos. It seems these mute constructs are not the only inhabitants of the structure.
What is this? Flesh and steel combined. A mockery of both. Their every footstep a blasphemy. What manner of galaxy is this into which I have awoken?
Yeah, most, Necrons don't have a very high opinion of the Mechanicus. Principal Xenos warform sighted. Exotic energy signatures pass through sensor range. Designates Xenos Abominatus high-value target confirmed. The hunt is on.
What are your orders, Magos?
The cohort reaches a large chamber beneath the first layers of the Xenos room. Bridges stretch from balancing platforms, barely holding themselves together, while rubble falls from the high walkways like breadcrumbs, escaping into the abyss below. Things happening. Aren't sure what's going on. We should probably try and fall back to mitigate any damage that will happen. Situation untenable. I concur, Magos, but I fear this foe will not give us leave to depart.
Insects. This galaxy is infested with vermin.
Very rude. Green light flickers into life. Within the shadows, the cohort prepares for the worst as skeletal silhouettes start to form in front of the shadow. Alright. First boss fight. Well, quote-unquote boss fight. We are going to be running. Okay, more tutorial nonsense. Well, yeah. 41st Millennium is a brutal place. Yes. Also remember, in this game, any lost servitor is not actually a loss of resources. So, I can just throw any of these guys, in. Hit and killed, and I won't have to worry about anything. If I remember the correct way to do this, I will attempt to run around the side and then think that is the optimal. Jeremiah will go there. Arius will go here. Both of them are going to try and run around the edges, and each turn I'm going to use servitors to basically try and take shots or block passages for stopping the night. Because
I don't think I will be able to beat the first boss on the first mission. I know people can do it. I am not one of those people. Let's start. Okay. There. No, I didn't have enough CP built up to just rinse the end. So I'm gonna get as close as I can. And one from over there. Dash in. First. First, then the other. No, I got the cop point. Okay, good. Getting up both sides. I can take a shot. Especially if it's only one. And need to get you an axe, buddy.
I sailed the void for 1,000 years. I fought the war in heaven. What can you do to strike fear in one such as I?
Is alright. Nope, yep, Menarius. I think Menarius is gonna be fine. So, good buddy, Jeremiah. No, getting one tech race out is better than getting no tech race out.
How dare these wretched things stand before the Void Admiral of Cesaragon?
Really thinking about it, probably use that one when I started out as to summon or to deploy a servitor to start taking hits. Out. God point. I am out of here. See you later, nerd. Successfully escaped. The cohort successfully escaped the Xenos lifeform. Report, Kepra. Well, we got the squad out alive, Magos. That has to count as a victory under the circumstances. We encountered a Necron war form of capability well beyond our expectations. Yes, I do not need to hold my... Yes, I do not need to hold my emotional engrams. However, one battle one is not a success. We will eventually face losses on this mission. When this happens, us press on beyond our failures to reach success. And there is something else. The reanimation. The Necrons are waking up. Started when Rezek stumbled on the tomb, but our arrival is accelerating the process. That obelisk may have been a form of intruder alarm. Now the sarcophagi in the tomb are starting to open. And we no longer enjoy the luxury of time. Whatever we do on Silva Tenebris, it must be done before the Necrons awaken completely. Do not even know yet how far the tomb complex extends. We are under the gun, then. Omnissiah preserve us if our duty is ever easy. I return sorrow and despair from my emotional wars, but I see that they lack the logic to determine decision. Instead, I choose to quarantine them and adjust our approach. The word of the Omnissiah teaches us that when one method fails, another must be sought, until all are exhausted. Then, what are your orders, Magos? The Skitarii will explore the tomb chamber by chamber by chamber and maintain foothold. My tech priests will be deployed to achieve crucial objectives and respond to crises. Time may be a factor, but our mission can only be achieved with the thoroughness of a full deployment. I shall mobilize the Skitarii immediately, Boss. Opportunity detected. Leader forms of Necrons rarely, never observed. Potential of intelligence on Necrons added to sum total of human knowledge. Imperative. Focus on acquiring artifacts, intelligence, data from... Hold your blasphemous tongue, Scaevola. You counsel the abandonment of our very souls. Life of Archmagos Boresis Appendix 9. Our only objective should be death to the alien and all his works. All else is defiance from the Omnissiah Creed. If intelligence gain equals true, then go to victory. Aphorism retrieval. To face an enemy unknown is to fight in the dark. Better in ignorance than in heresy. I return frustration at your conflict and choose to experience it. There will be bloodshed enough on Silva Tenebris without the Magi coming to blows. In our purpose we are united. This is the will of the Omnissiah. And it shall be done. Yes, it shall be done. Magos, the readings from the tomb are troubling. The Skitarii have been monitoring the structure we uncovered, and what they have found gives me grave concern. Explain, xenobiologists. The Necron construct forms are waking up. It seems Magos Rezek accidentally began the process and our intrusion into the structure hastened it. His Necron reanimation protocols are continuing in the tomb we entered. And from the energy spikes across the region, there are other structures yet to be uncovered. My plan for the exploration of Silva Tenebris will locate these structures and contain the constructs within.
That may not be enough, Magos. I've detected a repeating pattern in the reanimation protocols. When the rate the Necrons are awakening, they are speeding up.
Can you be certain?
The Necrons are machines. Machines act according to patterns and programs. As the reanimation protocols continue to accelerate, they will fully awaken every Necron on the planet in 264 hours. Given the extent of the buried structures, that will constitute a Necron army beyond this mission's capability to contain.
I see. Then our time here is limited.
Strategic calculations indicate time spent deployed on missions will affect the overall number of missions we'll be able to deploy. I will send Skitarii scouting parties to discover other tombs and create forward positions for your high-priority missions, sire. If the threat on Silva Tenebris is not assessed and eliminated before full reanimation is reached, we will be forced to abandon the planet. Oh my god, top left corner of the screen. Percentage of awakening. I fear they are right.
I feel fear too. That is part of my humanity I've chosen to retain, but I can quarantine it in my neurovaults and choose instead to focus on what must be done. We must choose our missions wisely.
It will not be easy.
The Omnissiah did not send us here to do anything easy. The threats to humanity present on this world will be eliminated, or we shall not leave. Thus, the equation is balanced. It is the will of the machine god.
Ooh, another sector located. Krampus sector located. This tomb is bathed in sickly green light. It serves not to illuminate, but only to make the shadows deeper. Every surface seems connected with filaments of alien light. The design here speaks of a Xenos tech heresy. Forbidden knowledge, and a structure as alive and aware as anything inhabiting. Early exploratory readings indicate the walls are made of substances not known to the rituals of metallurgy. Abstract designs carved into the substance suggest unknown regions of space, mapped according to some alien understanding. The weight of such blasphemy shows the steps of the first troops to enter here. Heresies of knowledge are deadly enough, but it seems unlikely they are the only dangers here. So, this is basically the end of the tutorial. It's basically like, oh yeah, here's your machine hub, or mission hub.
Mission hub. Whoa.
Okay, now we just take a look at everything. Here's our tech, things we have created, or things we can create, things we have discovered. Missions, all the people we can do stuff for. Right now it is just Videx and Scaevola. Over here is our tech priests and our troops. Basically just telling us what level of servitor we have, and our tech priests right here. 1 to 2 damage. Okay, so yeah, that makes sense. 1 to 2 damage. And our tech priests level up through mission, or level up through the Blackstone. No, missions. So X. And A. Come on. Cool. The disciplines: Lord Secutor, Tex Auxilium, Lex Mechanic, Engine Seer, and Dominus. Dominus is killing stuff, Engine Seer is fixing stuff, Lex Mechanic is creating cog points. Tex Auxilium is shields, I believe.
I don't know, I usually just go with Lex Mechanic and Engines here. But yeah. We'll do that first. Yeah, I'm just wanting to make sure I get all of this set up so I can, once I start up the next video, I can just go straight into a mission. Yeah, cool, validate, blah, 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 blah. Done and an act is highly important. Actually, just, for some reason I thought that took more wrenches to be able to install. Cool. I'm gonna upgrade you to. If I'm going to be giving you the big gun. Actually, I'm going to switch things around. To a repair guy. Need an axe and a gun. You being the Lex Mechanic. Need just a gun. You're there to grab a cog pump. Yeah. Alright, well. That was the tutorial, and we're going to be ready to head into mission. Next video. So if you all could, leave a like if you liked it, comment down below what you did like, and if you didn't like anything, go ahead and comment below and let me know as well. Give it a dislike as well. I mean, it's all just engagement as far as I understand it. But yeah, I'm looking to improve myself, figure out what is working, what isn't working. So go ahead and just let me know down below. Don't do anything else. If you have any lore questions, I will be happy to answer them down below as well. And if there's enough lore questions, I might just do a whole video of me just going through all the questions and answering them. So I hope to see you all later, and goodbye.